Today, family, friends, first responders, and the community of Arvada honor the life and legacy of a retired firefighter. Kevin Jacovetta died last month after a battle with occupational cancer. A procession this morning went through Arvada to the church for the funeral. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Sam Shocker.
I'm Alexandra Lewis. Kevin Jacovetta served more than 33 years with Arvada Fire. His death is considered a line of duty death because it is directly tied to his time as a firefighter. He earned the department's Medal of Valor after he suffered burns searching for people inside a house fire back in 2011. After today's procession, many spoke at his funeral about the legacy he leaves behind.
Kevin was one of the most remarkable and sincere person you could ever meet. His personality was gravitating. Kevin could talk to anyone about anything.
With surgeries and lots of hospital visits, Kevin always said and lived by the saying, everyone goes home. He said he would do it all over again for his brothers and sisters.
Jacovetta is survived by his wife, Julie, 2 daughters, 3 grandchildren, and several siblings.
Just in the newsroom in the last hour, Sean Diddy Combs will spend time in prison for his prostitution conviction in New York. His sentencing hearing lasted all day long. Combs did speak, calling his past behavior disgusting, shameful, and sick. A judge sentenced Diddy to 50 months, more than 4 years behind bars. That's shorter than the 11 years prosecutors were asking for. Diddy will also get some served time since he's been in custody since last September.
It's the last weekend to see those peak colors in the high country, but a reminder to not block traffic if you do it. Last weekend, the Clear Creek County Sheriff's Office gave out 22 parking citations. Georgetown was also inundated with people last weekend, so if you're heading up to Guanella Pass specifically, you got to watch for those signs showing where you can and can't park. Parking is not allowed on the highway. Giving you a live look along I-70 now. CDOT says expect another weekend of heavy traffic in both directions. You can see why. Just look at those gorgeous leaves on the side there. They say leave early or late in the day to avoid the worst congestion.
So let's check in now with Corey Reppenhagen. So Corey, I went for a little afternoon stroll. It was picture perfect, warm, like in the 80s. Is it going to stay that way through the weekend?
Well, we may have one more day tomorrow to get to about 80 degrees, but coming Sunday, that's when it changes and our highs go into the 60s. So I think tomorrow, for the most part, will be pretty decent, although a little bit windy. I'll discuss that in the forecast. Right now, this is a live look outside the Mile High City right now. Some clouds forming over the mountains. Temperature 88 degrees. So the record today is 88 degrees, but 9 News Studios is not the official climate station for Denver. Denver International Airport, the warmest temperature I've seen there today is 86. So looks like we'll come up at least 2 degrees short of that record. And then tomorrow, it'll be another warm day, temperature getting up there in the 80s. We'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine, a little bit of wind to go along with that. So it's probably going to be a breezy day straight through, especially in the foothills. But the high temperatures forecast through the area looking pretty good here. A lot of 80s out on the eastern plains and the Front Range, 50s and 60s in the foothills and the mountains. Coming up, I'll discuss this little temperature drop here. Saturday 80, and then we'll spend a few days in the 60s for high temperatures, which is comfortable because it's right about normal for this time of year. That's all coming up in the full forecast, just a few minutes.
Right now, Wheat Ridge police are investigating a death off of West 45th Place. Investigators responded this morning just after 10 o'clock to the area near Anderson Park. Police say the death is suspicious, but they didn't release any more information on who the person is who died. Yet another parking nightmare at DIA. A driver dropping off his wife was charged nearly $20,000 to leave that garage.
That is insane. 9 News reporter Ria Jha joins us now. And Ria, this story sounds very familiar.
Yeah, you might recognize it. Steve, on your side, it reported on this about a month ago, but the only difference is that this charge was nearly $18,000 higher. So we had to follow up with some questions for DIA about what was really going on here. Grab your ticket, swipe your card, and head out.
After dropping off my wife, went through the parking gates as usual. Didn't really think anything of it.
It's the drill at DIA. There's nothing to think about.
This was the ticket that I got. It shows I entered the west garage. I arrived at 1:34 p.m. on October the 2nd, 2025.
But for Jim Boyd, that routine ended with a charge that made him slam on the brakes.
As the gate was opening, I heard the Chase Bank notification that $19,824 had been charged to Denver parking. My immediate thought was, oh no, this is just like what I heard on 9 News a month ago.
It was exactly that. Last month, Steve on Your Side brought you a story of a woman who parked at DIA for 14 hours, but her ticket claimed she had been there since June 25th and slapped her with a $2,300 charge.
And now it's happened to me to the tune of almost $20,000. Something alerted the system to the fact that I had arrived on June the 6th at 2:44 p.m. and they were charging me for that entire time, 169,877 minutes.
When Steve on Your Side first reached out to DIA, they told us this wasn't a widespread issue. We reached out again. They said there have been 4 of these incidents since June. In this instance, DIA's parking system thought Jim's car was there on June 6th. Weird, because
I was not at DIA on June the 6th.
turns out it was DIA's own system that messed up, getting Jim's license plate confused with another car's, one character apart, a B mistaken for an 8. That mismatch stuck Jim with nearly $20,000.
Thank goodness we still had some credit available on our credit card. Other people, that might have totally maxed them out and created all kinds of problems. Somehow there's got to be some safeguards. They need to figure out what's going on with their system.
Jim confirmed he's getting a refund, but that ticket drill at DIA won't feel like such a no-brainer anymore.
I'll tell you, I'm supposed to go back and pick my wife up, and I'm going to be watching that screen real carefully when I put my credit card in.
I'm going to be watching that screen really careful when I do that because I definitely don't have $20,000 to spare. So DIA says its parking vendor rolled out a software fix at 1 p.m. today, just 1 day too late for Jim Boyd, but the airport insists this problem isn't widespread, pointing to only those 4 cases out of 1.5 million transactions since June. All 4 of those, though, reported by Steve on Your Side, and hopefully it is only those 4, and hopefully that issue is fixed now. Rhea Jha, 9 News.
Yeah, Rhea, that's 4 too many. I mean, $20,000?
Right.
Who can afford that?
Not
That's
me.
No, not me either. Rhea Jha, thank you. The Inglewood Library is about to get some upgrades. Next week, the building will be closed to visitors starting Monday through October 12th. Construction crews are going to finish some final updates inside. And during the closure, the library will be doing curbside pickup for on-hold books, and on Monday and Wednesday, that will take place from 12 to 4.